1.
I mean, was a countdown really necessary,
Go!
though?
Oh my god, come on.
Come on!
I did it on purpose.
I know you did. Shut up.
Oh, I love making things more difficult than they have to be. Okay.
Intro, start now.
Hello, good people. Welcome to episode 2 of the MacCast. I'm Mads. I'm here with your host with the most, Kamal, Ayana, and Amaris.
Oh my god, I hate that.
Well, we hate you.
I know.
Do the thing.
I'm not even gonna. Okay, let's just talk. I'm not doing it anymore. That
Oh,
took
come on,
a little away.
Kamal.
Come on.
You
It's like-
talked about it for 30 seconds and we were trying to get started. Say
Well,
it.
I'm sorry. It's
You
Say
let
it
us
now.
down,
No.
bro. I had one job.
Let's just hop right into it.
Okay, Kamal, what's your topic? You know he wants to get into his pixie stick rave.
I thought it was supposed to be. I thought I was supposed to be. Okay, second, but
It doesn't matter. Just go.
You know what?
I know
Pixie
you can't
sticks
hold
suck.
it anymore.
No, pixie sticks just aren't good. Like it doesn't make any sense. As a candy, they should taste good, but they don't. And then it's like, it's terrible, but I can't stop.
Kamal is like,
Kamal
Kamal is
has an
acting like
actual
he's on
serious
crack
addiction.
right now, and we all
It's
know
like-
it's the pixie sticks.
It's like a heroin addict.
Oh
Like
my
one
god.
of the, you see the crack addicts on the side of the streets begging you for money.
We're gonna see Kamal on the side of the street with a bag of pixie sticks.
No, it's not even gonna be a pack. It's gonna be like a whole bag.
Bro,
It's
those
gonna
are
be like
pixie.
a trash bag.
Those are pixie sticks. Like that's basically what a pixie stick is. It's crack. Because
Yeah,
it's
you're
so
right.
terrible. It doesn't make any sense. It's not good.
They're not good.
But you still want it.
I never wanted a pixie
I have
stick.
never ever craved a pixie stick.
Yeah,
Nah, I
me neither.
don't crave them. They're just there.
Like,
It's
I
like that
kind of
kid.
want one now.
Like in elementary school, they were just like, "We got you candy," and then the kids are like, "Yeah," and they're like, "They're pixie sticks," and we're just like, "Oh."
Bro, on Valentine's Day, on Valentine's Day, back when you were still forced to give everybody a Valentine's.
Yeah.
Bro, everybody would just be giving out pixie sticks.
And like
Swear to
Fun
God.
Dip. Fun Dip is like pixie sticks, but with the like a dipping.
Okay,
thing.
no.
With a little vanilla
Look.
crackhead.
Okay, so look, pixie
Yo, if
sticks.
that pixie stick stuff is their crack, then the fucking Fun Dip vanilla stick is a crack pipe.
You're
No,
right.
look, bro.
Oh, snap.
The pixie stick, look, a pixie stick itself is cocaine, right?
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Then the little thing is a spoon. If you translate the pixie sticks into heroin, which is what they are when they're
Oh
in
my
Fun
God.
Dip form, you heat up the spoon. This gets that.
Oh,
Give it a
Come
little
on, you
bit
can't
more
be a
kick.
crack addict on the internet. Jeez,
Oh,
some of that
okay.
stuff is
Demi-
illegal. You're gonna get
If Demi
arrested.
Lovato, look, if Demi Lovato can do it, so can I. It's just basic
We're
math.
calling you out, Demi. Come on the podcast and defend yourself.
Demi will not do that.
Demi,
This video blows up and I get sued for calling her.
Fucking
Demi Lovato is
Demi.
like, bro. Alright, Kamal, are you done with your pixie stick thing?
I mean, except for the fact that like you put your tongue on them and then they close
my
up,
God.
which is it's such bad. Like
Why are
they're
you eating a
so
pixie stick's pussy in the first place?
because I can. Look, it's like it doesn't make. It's such a bad design, and they're so cheap for doing it. They only do it because it's cheap. You could put these in like a little plastic container, make them look pretty, but instead it's just freaking striped container with words.
And then it's the paper, so when you try to eat it, your like saliva gets on it, and then it just
And
makes the paper
Look,
soggy.
and I think we all know this is a candy for little kids. So as a little kid, you would try to eat these, it would hit your tongue, and it just wouldn't come out anymore.
You wanna know
Such
the
a
funniest thing? The funniest thing is probably like watching a 2-year-old try to eat a pixie stick, but they eat too much at once.
Just
Pixie
falls
sticks
all
are-
over them.
Pixie sticks are just a garbage candy in general. I think we can all agree on that one.
so I wasn't supposed to eat the paper. Gotcha.
That
No.
explains so much about you.
To a certain extent, I agree with Ayana. Like, sometimes I would get frustrated and just shove the whole thing in my mouth.
Bro, one time one of the friends at my school, on Valentine's Day, he was trying to eat the pixie stick, and he gave up, so he literally just shoved it all in his mouth.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, it gets so frustrating. I want what's inside of it. So I'm just
I
gonna
just,
eat the
like,
fucking paper.
Break it
Pixie
up
sticks
and just,
are
like,
pixie sticks
swallow.
are kitty heroin. No, cocaine.
Are
Yeah,
you done?
cocaine.
Are you done
If
now,
you want-
Kamal?
No, look, if you want to put
Yeah,
candy
yeah.
in drug terms, pixie sticks
We don't
are
want
cocaine. Pixie sticks are cocaine Hershey's
Cocaine
are
YouTube
tastes like
algorithm
powdered
is gonna
sugar.
like
Bro.
eat our ass, man.
Yeah.
Hershey's are meth.
Come on. Stop.
Chocolate is just meth.
I
When you
want to
think
know
about
how
it,
that's meth. I
look,
want
look,
to know how
look.
that's
When
meth.
you're done with the chocolate, doesn't it get you a little bit hyper? That's basically meth.
Isn't that the
I would know.
caffeine and the sugar?
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
I would know. I take meth every day. ADHD medicine has a form of meth in it. So,
Motherfucker, that's
yeah.
not actual meth,
Yeah,
nigga.
No, you can get actual meth as ADHD medicine. It's a thing.
that's like
It's
literally
possible.
taking medicated weed.
Yeah, but you don't need mouth.
It's like you
I
could
have a
literally
nasty
just
cough. I need some medical marijuana.
you could get like actual literal meth as ADHD medicine as a one-time supply, but it's non-refillable.
Are you done
Well,
yet, Kamal? You got it all
I
out
mean,
your system?
if I wanted to talk about meth more, I could, but no. I mean, yes, I am done.
Ayana, give us your topic, please.
So, I want to talk about Child's Play, the new Chucky movie.
I haven't watched it.
I seen a whole bunch of trailers interrupt my YouTube videos, and it does not look exciting. Actually, Chucky's face is bad. That's not a good face for Chucky.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. The
It was
Chucky
made.
thing is just
It was made by the people that made it, I think, or something like that, and
that doesn't
and
think that doesn't incite any fear in me though.
You know, the
the
funny thing about
actors
Chucky
are-
for me is I always found it to be a comedy movie.
Kamal is literally on crack right now.
It was just a comedic movie for me. I don't
No,
know
but
why.
all the Chucky movies are kind of funny to me.
See, I saw an ad on it earlier today, and I was like, is this really Chucky? Because it didn't look like a horror movie. It was just like a baby doll smiling at you. Like, not in the creepy way.
And then, like, why would you let a toy control stuff on your phone or whatever it was
That's a
talking about
fact.
in the
It,
trailer?
That's a
it was
fact.
just like, it just said, you want to be friends? And I was like, no.
You know what? Another thing that I've never understood about the Chucky movies is how does a doll kill you, bruh?
I know
For
you
real.
can just punch that. Like,
No, not even that. If I hold it arm's length away, it's not gonna do nothing. It can't reach my
Dude,
body.
there's 7
Come on,
Chucky
it has
movies. Holy
a knife.
shit.
It has a knife. It'll cut your hand off.
Ooh, I'm so scared of your little dolly knife.
What type
I
of
can
Chucky?
hold it by its arm.
actually, he grabs a kitchen knife, but I guess
Yeah,
that
that's
works.
what I was saying.
Skittles aren't drugs, Samara. Oh, actually, if you want Skittles to be a drug, they can be like they're LSD.
Type in the video, Kamal is
You're
drugs
welcome.
on
What type of
clickbait.
Skittles be making you see shit? What Skittles be making you see shit?
All of them. Skittles don't make you see stuff.
Taste the rainbow, you heard?
This Kamal is drugs, not clickbait.
Oh snap!
That's the title.
Oopsie
We have our
poopsie.
title.
Yep, we have our title.
Oopsie poopsie. Didn't want to let that secret get out.
We've been new Kamal.
Kamal do drug and not clickbait.
Kamal do
Conceptual.
drug.
Wait, we might get
Clickbait. It's like
if we put the gone sexual, we might get taken down.
I was
for,
just
like,
about to say
lying.
that Kamal does drugs gone sexual.
All right, Kamal, I want you to pee on me while you're on drugs.
My baby sister eating Skittle right now.
Kamal, please don't do anything to your sister.
She's the one who
Pee on
asked
your
me.
sister.
My sister is the one who asked me if Skittles were what. My sister's the one who asked me what drugs Skittles were. And Madison, I'm not gonna R. Kelly nobody. Something's just wrong
Stop.
with you. You're
Pee
weird.
on your sister while you're on chocolate meth.
What? I don't even eat chocolate that much.
Bitch.
What? What?
At the bitch
What?
at the end.
Don't talk to me.
Tough.
Don't
All right.
talk to me.
We gotta stay on track. Is there anything else we gotta say about Chucky?
Just saying, it's impossible.
I mean-
There's no way that if I saw him coming at me, he would be able to kill me.
Did you go and
100%.
watch
Yeah,
it?
if I see
Kamal
him,
will start crawling on the walls after he's eaten like 5 pixie sticks.
I don't. Pixie sticks don't make me high.
Kamal, you were acting so high right now.
Isn't that how I always act?
No, you're
Fair
acting
enough.
like maybe like twice as bad.
Oh, bad. I'm acting pretty good right now, I would say.
Are we gonna gloss over the fact that there are 7 fucking Chucky movies?
All of them are funny though. Like I if you put Chucky as a comedy genre, then the movies make sense.
I've never seen any of them.
How the hell? The Cult of Chucky? Who the fuck is gonna worship a doll?
Cult of Chucky.
That's an actual movie.
Yeah, bro, it's on Netflix. I watched
For real?
it. Yeah. It might not be on there anymore, but it was.
Chucky.
It has a 5.2. Common Sense Media gave it 1 out of 5.
Oh, hell,
you
the
know
Mini-Man.
Chucky, clickbait, not non-sexual.
Bro, I'm in the Cult of Chucky. I'm not sure if y'all knew this.
It's Chucky.
Samara, what's wrong with you?
Oh gosh.
All hell, the Mini-Man.
Mini-Man.
I know what to do.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what what is wrong with
What's
you?
going on?
That's so weird.
Pee on your sister.
Stop.
No.
No, don't be on your sister, please.
You know what? I can't even say what's going on because you guys are gonna say weird stuff, and I don't like you.
Please say what's going
What
on.
is going on?
I'm not saying anything. You
Fucking
guys
say
just
it.
go on. Samara, something's wrong with you. What? Okay. I can tell you what's going on now.
Anyway.
No, my sister just put both of her legs into one pants leg and now is flopping around like a mermaid.
Nice.
I can just
know
imagine
what
that.
to do.
Come here, I'm a mermaid.
Alright, next topic. Who got it?
Alright, I guess I'll go. So, right now, I'm a junior.
A one-sleeve dress.
Oh my god, she just... Did you just hear her? She used the other leg as an arm sleeve. What? That's not normal, bro.
Kamal, tell your sister to stop. We're trying to record.
Okay.
I don't want to see any more tricks, Samara. Please stop.
Life hacks with Samara.
Like,
Such a boring.
next video idea.
Wait, I know what to do.
Uh-oh.
Tell Samara. Tell Samara if she doesn't stop, I'm gonna boil her teeth.
Oh my god. Stop. I'm just gonna ignore it. Then it'll go away.
Come on, you know what will make Samara stop?
I'm not. No. No.
Stop, Madison.
Your sister.
Stop. Madison, next topic, please.
Okay.
Hey, Smart.
So,
You don't shut up. I'll
oh my god.
Oh my god, she didn't shut up. I go oof when I play on my Roblox, getting limited while I'm in the catalog.
Okay.
Next topic.
Are we gonna get on the next topic, please?
If Samara would shut her nose, I would.
Come on, she's
She
flying
just
out.
did.
Go.
So,
Go at fly.
right now, I'm a counselor at a STEM camp on NTCU's campus.
Ooh, STEM.
Yeah, and some of these kids, man, are absolutely hilarious. Like, they're actually hilarious.
What
Do
happened?
any of them do crack?
I'm not sure.
If Kamal was there, we would know the answer to that one.
I walked into this one kid. I'm not going to say his name. I walked into his room, and I saw he was playing with something. So I was
Name's
like,
probably Bob.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we'll call him Bob. I
Uh-oh.
was like,
Oh.
what are you playing with? And I think he didn't know what it was. So he shows me the wrapper, and it was one of the condoms he could get downstairs. And I
Why
was
can
like,
you get condoms downstairs at a STEM
'cause
camp?
it's a college, dickhead.
Yeah, are you
Okay,
stupid?
but it's a STEM camp.
It's also a college, though. You know they need to scrap up and be safe.
So I'm like, oh my god, Bob, put that down. And he was like, I'm not gonna do that. And he blew up the condom. And I was just like, oh my god.
Oh no, Bob. Oh god, oh frick, oh god, oh frick.
Bob, no. Fuck you.
Condoms aren't biodegradable.
But kids are.
Alright, so we're walking to the science building at NCC in Mary Towns, right?
Correct.
And then there's like 3 seconds left on the crosswalk. And this kid tripped and fell. So we're like, oh my god, he is going to die.
Gets ran over by
But
the car.
he was close enough to the sidewalk where if someone moved him, he would be okay. So one of the counselors comes sprinting over and kicks him, and he lands on the sidewalk.
What? Wait, they just zoomed over and kicked the baby?
Kicked the baby.
Don't kick the
Punch
It
the
wasn't.
child.
It wasn't like a hard kick, but it was enough to like move him.
It was a gnarly kick.
He
Oh, yeah,
didn't
gnarly.
grab him and just like push him over. He just like kicked
I
him.
mean, in 3 seconds, could you grab a child and drag it out of the road?
I would gladly drag a child in 3 seconds.
I mean, if kicks are biodegradable, then what's the point?
Yeah,
Just
get a
leave
new
it
one,
there.
bro.
Nature will take its course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the kid's fine.
The kid's fine.
Let him die.
Yeah, he'll be alright.
Wow.
What? Don't let kids die. That's not something we're supposed to do.
I mean, wait, what?
That's illegal
I'm gonna lose my fucking job.
in some countries.
Madison, has
Some countries.
those girls done anything else to you?
Yes. So
Uh-oh.
I was gonna do it.
I
So,
told you.
I'm sitting there. I'm sitting at lunch. I'm talking to my fellow counselors. We're talking, and one of the girls, two of the girls, came up to me, and they were like, "Maddie." I was like, "Can I help you?" They were like, "Okay, so I gotta tell you something that she said, but you cannot. I'm gonna call her Regina. All right, so I gotta tell you
Regina?
something
That's such a
that
poopy name.
you're a poopy name.
Call her Bobette.
No. So they were like, Bobette told me. They called
Yeah.
the one talking to me, Bobette. I was like, what do you need, Bobette? And then Bobette Sr. standing next to her. And they were like, okay, we gotta tell you something that Regina told us. But you can't tell Regina that you know. I was like, I'm gonna be really, really honest with you. I don't really care.
You're wearing the same outfit as me. No fair.
Oh my god, she's doing it again.
I'm
I'm just gonna mute myself.
Okay, thank you. Madison, continue.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. So she whispers in my ear.
Wait, repeat that.
She leaned over and she whispered in my ear, Bobette. She whispers, Regina said she wonders what you taste like. I was like, what? The fuck?
Wait, what happened? Go back, please. Rewind 15 to 20 seconds.
Regina said, I wonder what Maddie tastes like.
Ooh.
I told you those little girls.
So,
He's pretty yummy.
I'm lining
Not
them
gonna
up,
lie.
right? I'm lining them up to go to leave dinner. And, fuck, who was I talking to? Kid we call Tyrone. That's not his actual name. We call him Tyrone.
What?
I'm talking to Tyrone. He's a Chad. I was talking to Tyrone, and I turned my head, and in my peripheral vision, I could see Regina standing there, and she's like flicking her tongue directly at me. And I was like, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Owie. So speaking of Tyrone, we're playing football.
God.
We're playing football. And Tyrone is on the other team. So Tyrone, he held me a little bit on one of the plays, and I got a bit angry. So what I did was, I caught a ball. I caught a hard pass. And I was like, oh yeah, Tyrone. And I spiked the ball. And the ball went over, and it hit one of the counselors, who was bald, in the head. And he walks over to me, and he was like, Maddie, what the fuck, dude? And I was like, I didn't mean to hit you. But it was the funniest thing I've seen all day.
It's
Because
so
when
much
his head-
better when they're bald.
His head angled down, and the sun shined off it.
Oh boy.
It was wonderful.
Mr. It wasn't only his head.
Oh, man.
It was his whole body.
Oh, I
Okay,
wish I could forget.
So I walked into this kid's room, and they were these two kids. I'm not even gonna
Oh, yeah.
give names. And these
Oh,
two boys were
yeah.
sitting there putting lotion on each other's legs. And I was just
Whoa, that's kind of queer.
Kamal.
I was just like, you two are capable of doing that yourselves.
Sometimes you need help to reach the nooks and crannies, you heard?
Nooks and
Up your
crannies.
leg?
I get it. It's because Ayana's short. That's a short joke.
Haha, you Short. Got him.
Ha. You guys get it too because she's short.
I get
Your
it.
mom,
You're so
Galo.
funny.
Oh man,
Uh-oh. All right.
throw it back to
Madison, are
terrible
you
names.
done, or you wanna like,
I can be done. Yeah.
is there
I have
anything
a
else you
few.
want to say?
I'm trying to think of a really interesting one.
Probably a guy named
Okay.
Bob.
So this kid, we'll call him Roger.
Roger.
Roger's roommate comes and knocks
Rod.
on my door at like 11:30. I was like, "What do you need?" He was like, "I'm uncomfortable." I was like, "What do you want? What do you want me to do with that? I can't fix your bed." He was like, "No, I'm uncomfortable because every time I'm trying to go to sleep, Roger will roll over in his bed and start moaning." And I was like, "Huh."
That's gnarly.
I
That's what you
wonder
say,
what
right?
Roger be doing.
Oh
So
God!
I went in there. I snuck in there, and sure enough, Roger was turned away from me, moaning. And I was like, do I really want to tap him on the shoulder and figure out what he's doing?
No, you should.
Yes.
You should just crept around. If you
So
don't like
did
what
you
you see,
find out
then
what he was doing?
somersault out of there, my dude.
No, I surely didn't find out why he was moaning. What do you mean did I find out why he was moaning?
Just wondering. You're pretty gay, man. You never know.
Kamal, shush.
Hey, how about you? Upshut. Got him.
Oh,
So one more before I go.
okay.
Or not before I go, before I stop. One of my other counselor, the other male junior counselor, my counterpart, I'm walking to his dorm, and I hear on his door. So I was like, okay, wonderful. I'll keep walking. And then he opens the door. He was like, yeah, what do you need? The kid's name, we'll call him Timberland. So Timberland speaks like his brain has shitty Wi-Fi connection. So Timberland would go, Mr. We're gonna call my other counselor Chucky, Mr. Chucky.
Chucky.
I have a question. And Chucky was like, okay, what's your question? Hand on a stack of Bibles. This kid goes, do you beat your meat? And I was like, that's wonderful.
You said Bible.
And then Chucky just goes, yo, what did you just say to me? And then kid Timberlake goes, I beat mine twice a week. So Chucky is mad, caught off guard. He was like, what are you talking about? He was like, but when I do it, it doesn't work that good. How do you do it?
Oh my
And I was just like, this is not real.
I like
like
how he says 2 times a week, like he has a whole schedule. Just like it's 3 o'clock on a Thursday. Well, looks like it's time.
I have a schedule.
So
the
counselors were all downstairs. We were just relaxing. One of the counselors, I'm just gonna call him Biggie because we call him Big something. We call him Big name, but I'm not gonna say his name. No. I mean, I'm sure someone somewhere calls him that. But he walks in from doing laundry. And mind you, it's like 1 a.m. at this point. And we were like, yo, Biggie, we got something to tell you. And we told him what happened. And his face said it all. He sat down and went on a tirade. Because one of the female counselors was like, yeah, one of the male counselors need to talk about body positivity. And then he said, that's not body positivity. He said, that shit gay. He said, he was like, no one should be comfortable enough to ask another man if he smacks his penis around. And we died of laughter.
Madison, that sounds like something you would do, though.
It does.
Smack my penis around?
No. Talk about it.
That's just normal, man.
Mm-hmm.
Kamal is like, that's just a normal Tuesday.
I mean, normal 2 days.
2 days. All right, brother.
brother.
Yo,
Anybody else
bourbon?
got another topic?
Yo, can I just say this real quick? This is not a topic or anything, but bourbon doesn't taste good at all.
Oh my gosh, Kamal, how much
Yeah.
have you drunk today?
None.
Alcohol isn't good. It's not supposed to be good. It's
No,
not.
I'm talking about bourbon, just in general. It
Oh.
hurt. The one time my dad gave it to me, it hurt. It caused me pain.
It was hilarious. We almost
Tamara, you weren't there. How would you say it's hilarious? Oh my god.
All right,
Yo, you're a
anybody
bean
else
burrito.
got
Don't talk to me.
something to say?
How am I being burrito?
So what exactly did the bourbon do to you? It just like run up and
Burns
punch
a lot.
you?
The
Oh, okay.
bourbon just mollywopped him.
It like
Bourbon-
burns in your chest cavity.
Yeah, it's like a fire demon just punched you in the gut.
Huh.
Explains.
I don't know. It
It
doesn't.
did run up and punch you, but like metaphorically.
No, literally.
Oh.
It grows legs and beats you to a bloody pulp.
Oh, that's how I want to go.
Bourbon and me through hands. I didn't win.
Okay, Kamal, didn't you have like another topic besides the pixie sticks?
Oh, how y'all feel about them double ads?
Oh, it
Fuck
sucks.
you.
YouTube hits you with the double ads. The weirdest thing about it is that like I've seen that they'll give you one ad with like a 5-second countdown, but it's a short ad. And if you don't hit that countdown on time, then the ad will be over and then it'll just play another ad, except this time it doesn't give you a countdown option.
Yeah, fact. That's what it does for me. It's like 15-second ad, 5-second countdown. Who pays attention like to the YouTube videos though? Because I thought YouTube improved a lot. I would say YouTube actually improved a lot on the ads until they got to this point.
Yeah,
Because they used to give you like 30-second ads that were unskippable.
yeah, they were doing pretty good until now.
Yeah, every ad was skippable if it was under 15, if it was 15 seconds or above. So I was like, woo! And then I saw them come on one day. I was like, oh, Yanabadoodoo, double ads.
What?
So now I got to be conscious when I'm watching YouTube videos. Because I don't watch YouTube videos that require me actually looking at my screen. Like, I'll either watch somebody talk about what books they like, somebody talking about myths, or porn. And I mean,
Porn.
when
Well, you are the type Nick on YouTube looking for porn discussion.
no, not that. I just go and look up best porn. just because I'll be in the mood. No, and I remember back when I was like 10, I actually found some YouTube porn. Like, no, actual, legitimate. It wasn't, like, it was insert. I didn't even look it up. It was recommended. I was like, whoa, what's this?
What do you have to
Hero
look up
Kamal was like, oh yeah.
to have that in your recommendation?
Yeah, I think.
No, yo, I can show y'all what I look up. I don't look up weird stuff. I would say I look up literal
I
normal
don't
stuff.
want it. No.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, shut up. Yeah, you do.
The fuck do you mean card decline, you fucking bastard?
Okay, Madison.
It means you're broke, Madison. Get your money up, not your funny
No,
up. You
I
heard?
just got paid. I literally just got paid.
I win. Yo, no.
The ass. Yo, I'm good. You in the ass.
Great. Okay, stop. All right, you guys need to move on to the supernatural segment.
This video is way too long, guys. Come
No,
on.
it's not. It's the normal length.
I'm probably gonna cut out that whole part where Kamal's sister was being loud, except for the part where she was like, "And now you got an outfit," and I was just like, "Bro."
I was like, bruh.
Hit that bruh sound effect number 16. Alright.
What the fuck?
My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
My day is ruined.
Okay,
Yo,
guys,
yo,
we're
when
moving
Can we
on.
get
actually-
report of the week on this bitch, bro?
No, we couldn't. When you actually watch the video, like the whole thing, it makes you so sad because he was looking forward to it so much, and then the letdown happened.
I don't know what you're talking about, but shut up. We're going into the supernatural shit. segment.
You know what, nerd? You are gay.
Oh, you got me there.
Yo.
Okay, so this segment of supernatural shit is about reincarnation. So basically, if you're dumb, reincarnation is also known as rebirth or transmigration. Is the belief that when people die, they get reborn into a new body or soul or entity or what have you. This concept dates back all the way to ancient Greek and Roman religions and philosophies, and it's also
Greece and Rome?
yeah, and it's
Wow.
also seen in like religions and philosophies in India.
Wouldn't
Like,
it be way before Greece and Rome, like Hindu? Because isn't that the oldest religion? Like older than
Yeah, Hinduism I
Greek.
think is the
yeah,
oldest
Yeah,
religion.
it's been seen here. I don't know the timeline
Okay,
or
so will
anything, but
this
it's in
fix my
Hinduism.
tarded or will it not?
If you get born into someone who's not tarded, yes.
Yo, Madison,
I don't think that's gonna work, Chief.
Madison didn't you read the Percy Jackson book?
Bruh, I did.
Which one?
They said reincarnation was a Greek thing in book.
Alright, anyway. So it's like it's seen in like Buddhism, Taoism, Hinduism, and like other Greek philosophies such as like Pythagoras, Pythagoras and
Sorry.
Socrates and Plato taught these and like believed in these and put them in their philosophies and stuff. Although many religions and philosophies believed in it differently, so they would have different practices that would relate to it.
That's pretty gnar.
Yeah, reincarnation was in Christianity like around the beginning, but it's not seen as much anymore. And it was also practiced in Africa and by Native Americans.
Africa.
I'm sorry, Amaris. I tuned out after a while.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Reincarnation is a thing.
I was
let's
just
move
doing
Yeah,
a
pretty
brief
much.
little background. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna discuss 3 stories on little kids who recall their past lives.
Ooh.
So this story is from an interview I found. I think it's like a show or a podcast or some type of interview show, something like that, called Weekend Edition Sunday. And on this episode, the host Rachel Martin interviews Jim Tucker, who is a psychiatry and neurobehavior professor at University of Virginia, and he studies reincarnation. And this
Amaris, are you reading right straight off the website?
Oh, no. I wrote it down earlier so that I wouldn't forget.
Oh, that's pretty epic of you.
And
so
everyone else takes this seriously, and Kamal's just like, "Hello, I'm here."
So basically, they discuss a story from Jim Tucker's book called Return to Life, and basically in that book, it's just a bunch of stories about kids who remember their past lives. So this is a story about a boy from Louisiana who has memories of being a fighter pilot during World War II. It says around the time of the boy's 2nd birthday, he began to have frequent nightmares about plane crashes, and he said that there was also a boat involved, and in his dream he said the boat's name was Natoma, and on the boat he had a friend named Jack Larson. He described in his dreams that the plane was shot down by Japanese and he died in Iwo Jima.
Japs.
Shut up, Kamal.
Oh god.
So,
notice me, senpai.
Shut up. Tucker explained that during World War II, there was an actual aircraft carrier called the USS Natoma, and it was piloted by a young man named James Houston. And the man died the exact same spot and the exact same way that the little boy had described. The plane, the pilot of the plane that, sorry, my brain just went black.
What?
Alright, sorry, my bad. The pilot of the plane worked with another pilot named Jack Larson, which is also the name of the friend that the kid described in his dreams. And so basically, the boy was 2 at the time, but as he grew older, he forgot about these events that he described. So what do you guys think about that first story?
I mean, that could be so easily fabricated by the parents.
Yeah, I don't know. He's a 2-year-old. Yeah, I don't know about that one. That one was a little odd to me.
To be honest,
Okay,
Kid might have
but
just
will
been high.
reincarnation fix autism?
No,
Yana, shut up.
Alright.
just stay autistic.
Oh.
Okay, this next one I found a little bit more believable. It was pretty interesting. So, I found this on a YouTube video. I would just tell the title, but it gives away the whole story. So, anyway, so basically, it's like a little clip from a news article or something on TV. So basically, this 5-year-old named Luke Ruhlman says that when his mother recalls that when he was a little bit younger, he would tell her stuff like, "When I was a girl, I had black hair," or "When I was a girl, I had those same earrings." And then he would start to repeat the name Pam. Like he would name his stuffed animals and his toys Pam. When the mother asked who Pam was, said he's Pam. He died, and well, Pam himself died, went to heaven, met God, and God pushed him back down, and he was a baby. When he woke up, he was a baby. Bro, imagine that. You meet God, and he's just like, and then pushes you back down, and you wake up, and you're just a baby.
Nah, fam, you ain't good enough. Listen, bye.
Alright, when his mother asked him further questions, he learned that Pam, the lady that he's been talking about, died in a fire. That's what he told her.
Jesus.
And when he told her mom about the fire, when he told his mom about the fire, he made a motion with his hands that kind of like resembled somebody jumping. So
She
basically,
suicided?
no, I'll do that.
Oh.
So Luke, the little boy, describes the road and just describes that when he was Pam, he would walk down the streets of Chicago and take the train a lot. And when his mother did a little bit of research with her mother on the issue, she discovered a building in Chicago called the Paxton Hotel, and it was in the African American neighborhood. And it caught fire on March in 1993. 19 people died in the fire, and after looking at the list of the deceased people, they found a woman named Pamela Robinson who was in her 30s, and she jumped out the window to her death. So they were able to, yeah. And the crazy part about it is that like they did some kind of show. I forgot what it was. I might have to go look back. I'm not gonna do that. I'm too lazy. But basically, they were on some kind of TV show where they got the kid and they sat him at a table, and then they took a bunch of pictures of just random people, and then one of the pictures was of Pam, and the kid was able to point out exactly which one was Pam. So after coming into contact with Pam's relatives who were still alive, they found out a little bit about her, like the fact that she was a fan of Stevie Wonder and she played piano. This part was a little irrelevant to me, and I was just like, meh. But the mother said that that would probably explain why Luke has a strong liking to Stevie Wonder and other artists during that period, and why when he was younger he was very protective of the toy keyboard that he had. And I was just like, that's probably a little bit of a stretch, but go off. So that was basically what that article was about. What do you guys think?
I think that one's a little more believable. At least.
I definitely believe that one's a little more believable. It was crazy too. Like, I don't like the thing is the mom could be feeding stuff into the kid's brain, but that's very unlikely. I mean,
yeah.
Or like you making any money off the kid.
No, they said that they weren't profiting off of it. They just wanted people to know about it. So this last one that I'm going to talk about, this one actually went viral a while ago, and it was everywhere, I guess. So it was about a 3-year-old village boy who was able to recall his first and last name of his past life, and he was able to tell people that he was murdered by an axe.
Wow.
I heard that one.
Yeah, you probably heard this one. And he was also able to recall the name of his killer and where he was buried at. So he was taken to the location of the man who he claims murdered him, and he exposed the murderer. but like the murderer was able to confirm that the kid had his name right. But after he confirmed it, the kid exposed him and said, "You used to be my neighbor, and you just hit me in the head with an axe when we got into a fight one time, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And the man neither confirmed nor denied it, but he was displaying guilty and nervous behavior. And then the kid was able to walk like a group of like witnesses and bystanders and everything who was just interested in it to the location of where his neighbor murdered him at.
Mm-hmm.
And the axe that he killed him with. Apparently, the guy left the axe near his gravesite. I don't know. This sounds a little odd to me, but the thing that I think ties it all together is the fact that the kid has a long birthmark on his forehead, the exact place where he claims that the dude hit him with the axe at. And I was like, that's odd.
A lot of these are claims, though. Like, did they find the body?
Yeah, they dug up the body and they were able to
Identify it.
to prove that he was hit in the skull with the axe because they could see it. My thing about it is that like, if he was dead, then how did he know where the guy dug his body up and put it under a pile of rocks and stuff?
He could have, or he could have just been killed there and been buried there where he died.
I guess so, but the way that he made it sound, he said like that they were neighbors and he got murdered when they got into a fight. So I was thinking they got like into a fight near their house. Maybe it was. I don't know.
Was it in the middle of the woods or something, the body?
It didn't specify.
Because it could have just been near the local pub. You don't have to voice me.
That seems a little too far-fetched for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's odd that the kid was able to like. The creepiest thing to me is the fact that the kid like just called out the man. Like he was able to just look at him and go, "Oh yeah, you were my killer." And then he got his name right, and then the fact that the man was nervous about it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think what that was a wild coincidence.
He was able to say his name was a coincidence.
I wouldn't say coincidence because for that to be a coincidence, the amount of luck needed would be ridiculous for him to not only. He would have to accurately guess exactly where the body was hidden, where the axe was, the fact that he put the axe there, the man's first and last names, where the man lived, like all that. For that's and then he had to go out of his way to do all of that. Unless those two men staged it together, they that wouldn't be a coincidence.
And the thing about the time is a little odd too. Like it's just the fact that the man went missing 4 years ago, and the kid is 3 years old.
Right.
Hey man, you never know when Duke begins sent back to Earth.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like that seems like a good time span. Like it says that the man went missing 4 years, and they were never able to find where he went or his body or whatever. And then this kid comes back 3 years later and is like, "Yo, I'm back, bro."
Oh, so the kid was 3 years old when he did all this?
Yeah.
I think that makes it a lot more believable because ain't no way nobody's gonna go up to a 3-year-old and be like, "Hey, I just murdered this dude."
I just murdered this dude.
Let's just state a spectacle. So did the guy who apparently killed the guy get arrested?
I don't think so. Hold up, let me see.
I like to eat paninis. That is because they taste good. Sorry, my singing was too good for you guys.
Nice.
Wait, guys. So this article says that that the kid just forced the dude to confess his crimes. So I don't know if he got arrested or not, but he did confess to have murdering the man that the kid claimed he did. So,
I guess for me, reincarnation is an iffy thing because
so you guys want to take a vote like we did last time?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
All right. Do you or do you not believe in reincarnation? I could believe it.
I have to believe it because of the fact that the kid was 3 years old. If he was 15 or something, I'd just be like, whatever.
I think that the fact that all the evidence lines up so well, it's
And the
just like,
kid,
yeah,
he spotted out the killer, knew his first and last name, led them to the exact site where he was, where he was murdered, where the body was hidden. Because we
Yeah.
don't know the exact site. It's like, if, for example, if it said the site was in a forest, we wouldn't be able to. I think it'd be a little bit more iffy because it's like,
yeah. I mean, it's like
nobody's.
it's a believable story. My thing is like the story about the little boy who believed he was a black woman in his past life.
That's funny.
Imagine
Damn.
like being a black woman and then you get reincarnated into a little white boy.
Yeah, I'm a black woman named
Amp.
Pam.
But anyway, I think like the location of the hotel that burnt down is just like too far fetched for a parent to just think of and be like, you were reincarnated into like you used to be a black woman and you died in this fire. Tell the press. Like it's a lot.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty litty though if it
It
was
was just
fake.
like, and I don't see how the parent would just know about the hotel and everything and the fire.
Or why they would.
Yeah,
I mean,
Maybe
she looked it up.
the only thing I could
They looked
do,
up
I could
after the
think of,
kids.
like, maybe it's a small town and it was like a town tragedy, you know?
They don't even live in Chicago though. They lived in Louisiana. They said that this took place in Chicago.
I mean,
Oh,
he said
Chicago.
he used to
no,
take
that's...
the bus in Chicago or something like that. And she was
Chicago.
like, okay, well, I'm going to look this up. And then she was like, oh, snap.
That's
Okay.
a lot to
It's a
put on a
knife,
3-year-old.
you know?
That is a lot to put on your 3-year-old.
Chicago. Chicago. Chicago.
I don't know. Alright, so so I believe in it, Kamal believe in it, Ayana Madison, what you think?
I say no.
I
I mean,
know.
Ayana, I don't even think the bus Chicago from Louisiana thing, nah, it can't be because Louisiana's 13 hours from Chicago.
Yeah.
And bruh, I'll be taking buses.
mean,
I was on a bus for 22 hours once.
Doesn't really make any sense what you said, because he said he took, like, in his previous life, not in his, like, life. I wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm on a firm now.
I don't care.
Dang, that's pretty mean, Ayana.
Sure, why not? I mean, like, even if it isn't, even if it is real, I mean, like, what are we gonna do about it?
Mm-hmm.
It's just for fun. Why are you being such a soggy waffle?
Yeah, you're being a
Because-
mad soggy.
I was about to
Yeah,
say
you're-
soggy biscuit, but then I was like, no.
You're like blue balling me, man. Like with Belle
Blue balling
Delphine.
me.
Oh boy.
Like with Belle Delphine.
Did you
have-
actually want to watch her porn?
Bro,
What would you
I
do
watch
if
any
I was in
porn.
your fridge?
Fair enough.
I have depression. I'm so sorry.
Not
That's
an
tough for you.
excuse.
Join the fucking club.
I am in the club.
Okay,
Actually.
children. Anything else you want to say before I hit you with the Urban Dictionary?
I mean,
Nah.
I'm wearing Minion slippers right now that I got from Orlando.
What up? What up?
Nice.
I think it's open.
Ugh. My mommy was mad at me because they don't have Orlando on them, so nobody will know I went to Universal to get them. But I did. Also, for everybody that's in summer right now, which should be everyone, even like year-long school should be out by now. Have a good summer. Also, don't do drugs. Crack isn't good for you.
I'm back.
Alright, you guys
We
ready
know-
for
we
the
know.
Urban Dictionary thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. Are
Alright,
you?
so I actually have 2.
Ooh,
And these are
double
actually
whammy.
people, not things or phrases.
Okay.
Okay, the first one is Kanye West.
Kanye.
This Urban Dictionary describes it as a gay fish.
Oh, that's from South Park.
Yeah.
The description says Kanye West is a gay fish, not a motherfucking lyrical genius.
That's from South Park.
Yeah, another one also says Kim Kardashian's other ass.
Wow.
All right,
of their ass.
the second person is Kim Jong-un, and
Ooh, sticky
Urban
dicky.
Dictionary defines him as the little fat boy from the movie Up.
that is a fat heel. He got mad.
The description says Kim Jong-un is a fat little Boy Scout.
Aw.
At the
All right.
bottom it says get a Kim Jong-un mug for your dog Trump.
When you think
All right.
about it, this MacCast was a lot more off topic than the last one.
We're off topic
Yeah.
on this one, but it's all
But
good.
I would say the last one was really boring.
Okay, wrap it up.
Okay, I'll wrap it up. Hey guys, this is the MacCast. Bye.
I should
Good job.
sample that and just put it at the end of every single one.
Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one. Adios, amigos.
Hey guys,
Later,
this is
broskies.
the MacCast.
Shut up, Kamal.
Wait, you thought this video was over? Well, boy, do I have a surprise for you. While editing, I found a clip of Kamal ranting more about pixie sticks, so enjoy.
Oh, it's uneatable.
Wait, say that again? Say that again?
Alright, so you know how you be like trying to eat pixie sticks, right? Like,
Yeah.
nom nom nom. And then it's like, yo, and then your tongue hits the tippity top of it for like 2 seconds. And now now it's closed and you can't eat it anymore. Who decided to make this powdered sugar candy that's it's unedible? Like, you can't eat it if you're like
Kamal's just going on a rant about pixie
if you're not
sticks.
if you're under 10, it's impossible to eat a pixie stick. They're so stupid. That's why nobody likes them. Bro, tell me this. As a kid, when you were in a candy store, did you ever just see pixie sticks and get super hype?
Alex does all the time.
Alex also showed us his bare bottom saying, look at the moon.
Huh?
That is a fair point.
Okay, that was great.